Ethiopia is Addis Ababa. Addis Ababa is seat for the federal government. Plus that Addis Ababa is seat for African Union and United Nations Economic Commission for Africa. Again, Addis Ababa is home for many international and regional organizations. Total area of the country is 1.104 million square kilometers. We can say that approximately Addis Ababa, Ethiopia is as big as France and Spain combined. Our government system is Federal Parliamentary Republic. Our Prime Minister is Dr. Abiy Ahmed Ali, and he is the head of the government and chief in commander of the army, whereas Mrs. Sahala Zawde, our president, she is the head of the state. Regarding language, there are more than 3 languages spoken in Ethiopia. Amharic is the official working language, whereas English is considered as medium of instruction or primary, tertiary, secondary, and tertiary education. We have almost 2 kinds of seasons. One is dry season, it's from October to May, whereas the wet season extends from June to September. Regarding religion, all Ethiopian population is religious. The most dominant religions are Christianity and Islam. Christianity, according to 2007 national census, Christianity composed 62.8%, whereas Islam composed 33.9%. Only 2 or 3% of the population follows traditional faiths. Regarding topography, you can find almost all kinds of topographies in Ethiopia. Plateaus. We have more than 25 mountains whose peaks extend to up to 4 kilometers. And in addition to this, Ethiopia is referred to as the water tower of Eastern Africa because of the many rivers that pour out from the tableland. As in the morning, as Mr. Mohammed El-Shir depicts, the most famous river in Ethiopia is the Nile. It is the longest river in Africa. Actually, we can say that the most famous river in the world is the Paraná River and the Amazon River for South America. It runs 1,415 kilometers from Lake Tana. Regarding economy, the backbone of the economy is agriculture. Coffee, oilseeds, flour, and vegetable are our main export items. Besides this, we are good in industry, manufacturing, and service sectors. If we compare Ethiopia with Africa, Ethiopia is the largest coffee producer and exporter, the largest livestock producer and exporter, largest chickpeas producer, the largest milk producer, third largest sugarcane producer, fourth largest camel milk producer, and the largest in horse population, and the largest in donkey population. And if we examine the status of Ethiopia with regard to the world, Ethiopia is the 5th biggest coffee producer, 5th largest livestock producer, 5th largest sorghum producer, 4th largest chickpea producer, 4th largest camel milk producer, 4th largest milk producer, the largest in donkey population, and 8th largest in horse population. Besides this, Ethiopia is the 4th biggest biodiversity zone in the world. Now, let us talk about what is unique in Ethiopia. Ethiopia is unique in many things. One of the most unique thing about Ethiopia is Ethiopia has never been brought under colonial power. We stayed independent and sovereign from the early beginning. We can say that Ethiopia is the only African country to defeat colonial powers of Europe. Just in the 22nd of March 1896, our ancestors, our grandfathers and grandmothers defeat the colonial powers of the very armed colonial power of Italy in the Great Battle of Adwa. And we always proud to say we defeat the colonial powers, and because of this, This is the original flag of Ethiopia. It's a horizontal flag with the green at the upper, the yellow in the middle, and the red at the bottom. Since we defeat the colonial powers and we stay independent for the whole time, many African countries adopted the killers of our flag as their national flag. You can say in the PowerPoint that Ghana, Cameroon, Congo, Brazzaville, Benin, Guinea, Mali, Senegal, Cape Verde, Rwanda, and many African countries adopt the colors of our flag, and our flag is taken as an icon of independence and sovereignty. Another unique thing about Ethiopia is considered as the birthplace of Christian civilization. Although there are many experts who say that Armenia is the birthplace of Christian civilization, but many archaeological factors say that evidence that Christian civilization starts in Ethiopia. Besides this, Ethiopia is the first country in the whole world to host Islam. If you know in history, at the early stage of the prophecy of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, when the Quraysh tribes oppressed the followers of Muhammad, peace be upon him, many followers of Muhammad was migrated to Ethiopia. It includes the foremost companions of Muhammad, Osman ibn Affan, and the young child of Prophet Muhammad, Ruqya ibn Muhammad. Both of them migrated to Ethiopia. So we can say that from the early times, Ethiopia is a place for Muslims. Besides, is the foremost companion of Prophet Muhammad, and his muazzin Bilal ibn Rabah is Ethiopian. So Ethiopia is a country of religion. Both religions are started from Ethiopia. Another most interesting thing about Ethiopia is the birthplace of coffee. All the coffee you are drinking during the morning and afternoon was born in Ethiopia. So Ethiopia is the place where coffee originally originated. Besides this, Ethiopian coffee ceremony is very, very interesting. It is very fabulous. If you guys get the chance to go to Ethiopia, I will recommend you to attend one of the coffee ceremonies. It's very fabulous. Another thing in Ethiopia is the holidays. We have very interesting public holidays. We have Epiphany. In our local language, we say Tumket. And there are another public holiday celebrated on the street. The finding of the three cross, we call it the Mescal holiday. Besides this, we have another public holiday like Eid al-Fitr, which is celebrated at the end of the holy month of Ramadan, and Eid al-Adha, which is celebrated at the holy month of Zulhijjah, at the 10th day of the holy month of Zulhijjah. Besides this, we have a lot of cultural celebrations like Irecha and the anniversary of the Battle of Adwa. Another thing about Ethiopia is Ethiopia has a unique script. We don't use this Arabic or Latin script. We have our own script, as you see in the picture. This is our unique script, and Ethiopia is written like that, and India is written like that. So we use our own script. Another thing is the night of the Depression. The night of the Depression is one of the lowest and hottest places in the continent of Africa. It is a very interesting place to visit. It's found in Afar region, where you can find one very special place. It is called Dalot, where you can imagine a live, active, hot volcano lake. If you want to witness this future, the only thing you have to do is to come to Ethiopia. Another thing is the Great Valley, the only geographical feature which is visible from space, just crosses Ethiopia into two parts, north and south. So we proudly say that Ethiopia will be visible from space. Another interesting thing is Ethiopia is the birthplace of humanity. Many archaeological facts depict that We all are started from the Awash and Omo valleys of Ethiopia. If I tell you some examples, one of the famous archaeological finding in Ethiopia is Lucy. Lucy is a female archaeological finding. She has 3.5 million years old, and maybe her mother or her older sister is called Ardi, and she is 4.4 million years old. So we always say that humanity starts from Ethiopia. Maybe Adam and Eve are once they were live in Ethiopia. So whenever we say Ethiopia, we sometimes start some motto like Ethiopia, the cradle of mankind. Ethiopia, the origin of humanity. The next few slides will be presented by my sister Rika.
Good afternoon, everyone. I start in African Midway, Ethiopian Airlines. My proud Ethiopian Airlines. And Ethiopian Airlines is the leading and most profitable airline in Africa. It was the largest airline in Africa according to IATA. It's the revenue and profit for my country. The first African airline company which is owned B787 Dreamline in 2012 and Airbus of A350 in 2016. Ethiopia joined Star Airlines, the world's largest airline network, in December 2011. I won't say more about Ethiopian Airlines. As you all know, my English is broken, so I can't say anything. Okay. Ethiopian award winner airline is Ethiopian Airlines as award of SkyTax Passenger Choice Award in 2015. And we have it's registered overage growth of 25%. Look how beautiful Ethiopian Airlines is, and the ladies also. Yeah. My favorite part, food and drink. I miss injera a lot. Talking about injera, maybe I will be hungry. I miss. Our favorite food is injera, which is mostly prepared. It was in America. I don't think the name in English. It was there. It was with what or sauce. It was our favorite food. Wherever you go, the first in Ethiopia, wherever you go, the first meal you serve is injera.
Injera is like chapati for Indians. It's a big pancake, big chapati,
Like this.
big salad.
The middle one is injera. And look how beautiful our food is. It was vegetarians also, meat. It was have meat also, and almost for all people, whatever you eaten, it was for all. It was tasty. We have we call it tips, shakla tips. It was meat of roasted. Yeah. And the special one. Everybody not know about it. We eat raw meat without cooking. Whenever I tell you we eat raw meat, you are surprised. But we like this food. Me, I like this food. Yes?
Yeah, we did.
Almost 90%, I can say 90% of Ethiopians eat raw meat. Not eat, love raw meat. And this is also prepared like raw meat or raw or cooked. It was served cooked, and it was delicious. If one of you came with yoga, I will serve for you this.
Can you make?
Yeah, why not? This is our vegetarian sauce. Its name is shro. It was eaten by India. It was so delicious. For fasting time, most of our people eating shro. At this time, when we talk about egg, most of world people are now currently use egg because of the ingredients it has, but originally it belonged to Ethiopia. My English is broken. I don't know how I explain this, but you can, yeah, you can find it everywhere now. Canada, Spain, America, almost all, because they like the calcium, phosphate, iron, copper. Most of human body needs 10 tons of vitamin in there, so this is good. Now we tend to catch. Edge is like a wire it was made by honey. Most of our people use this, but when you drink this in the morning, you can't wake up. It was alcohol.
It's made from honey.
Yes,
Bee honey.
bee honey, yeah.
Bee honey.
And it was alcohol is widely available in Ethiopia, especially edge is our traditional local anyway. Ethiopian bottled beers are excellent and much cheaper than imported beers. Ethiopian wine is also available. Now,
They make alcohol from honey.
now cultural foods. We have so many ethnics as we tell you before, and our clothes also so many. So we want to show you by picture. It was made from cotton, only cotton, and most of the time it was handmade. It is beautiful. Also, I won't mention Ethiopian girls are so beautiful.
It's like Colombia. It's like
And we have another ethnic group. This is Gada system. A Gada system is like a court system. It was Gada. It was cultural system, and we call them court. Came from this.
This is one of the oldest political systems started before capitalism, we have federal systems.
Yeah. Fancy. It's better. Okay, finally. Our time's up and calendars. We use GMT plus 3. Ethiopian keeps the Julian calendar, which is 17 months and 7.5 years behind the Gregorian calendar. It means Now in Ethiopia, 2011. So if you wanted to minimize your age, you should come to Ethiopia. You don't feel old.
But you look at your age looking to Ghanaian calendar or your calendar.
Because I use my calendar.
So you are younger than your.
Yes. Ethiopian calendar is 12 months. Ethiopian calendar has every month 12 months. Every month has 13 days, each of 13 days, and the 13th month could be 6 days or 5 days. We have it. If you have a question, we will show you the calendar. Yeah. We are separate from the world by many things.
Everything.
This is our New Year in September 11. In our Meskerem and it was Nkutatash.
Okay, in Ethiopian calendar, what's the date today?
20 Pasas. Yes. 20.
February 20.
You have New Year 11 September.
Yes.
Don't celebrate it in the United States.
Yes, yes, because it was, I know. On that day we are celebrating.
Celebrate it only Ethiopia.
And another thing we are proud of is the long distance runners is most of from Ethiopia, my Islamic country. Yeah. Most of Africa is proud by Ethiopians and Kenyans. No, don't forget Kenyans because when we mention Ethiopia, it's also Kenya. When we talk about World Heritage Sites, Ethiopia is home to 9 UNESCO World Heritage Sites, more than any other country in Africa. The World Heritage Sites in Ethiopia are listed below, like Aksum. Let me show you a picture. I think it was good. Aksum. Lalibela. Also got there. It's unique in Ethiopia, only in Ethiopia, Chuladas in general.
Can't find designers
Yeah.
anywhere in the world that who them can appreciate.
Yeah, Chuladas.
That's the way folks. I don't
Walia. Walia Ibex. Walia Ibex, Chuladas in general, and red fox. That's only found in Ethiopia. It seems like maybe you can't find it. It looks like, but in science, this is only for Ethiopia.
You must be making a video. Same for us.
Come and see. Yeah. Finally, my company. I don't have to talk about Ethio Telecom because you all know about Telecom, but Ethio Telecom is the integrated telecommunication service provider in Ethiopia, the only private internet and telephone service. We have 2G, 3G, and we mentioned 4G, but it was not like so 4G 3.75, and we used the still CDMA. It was owned by Ethiopian government and maintained monopoly over all telecommunication service in Ethiopia. Based in Addis Ababa, it is one of the biggest 5 group state-owned corporation in Ethiopia, along with Ethiopian Airlines, Commercial Bank of Ethiopia, Ethiopian Insurance, and Ethiopian Shipping Lines. Finally, I'm a second alumnus in Ethiopia. Thank you. Thank you.
We know that we take a lot of time, but we want just to show you just short video so that it can summarize all the best features in Ethiopia.
Thank you. Finished.
Yes. Ethiopia. Ethiopia. Yeah. Land of origins. Ethiopia invites you to discover what is the origin of so much history and culture. Vibrantly alive in a landscape of dramatic beauty. For this is a land of origins.
Double.
It's the cradle of humanity, where our ancestors first walked on two legs. It's also the source of the Blue Nile that flows from mystic Lake Tana. And it's the origin of coffee that grows wild in the cloud forests of the biosphere reserves of Kaffa and Yuyu. Ethiopia is old beyond imagination, but there is much that is still tangible. The remains of great civilizations like Axum with its giant stelae, the mystical Rocky, hewn churches of Lalibela and Tigray, colorful Harar, the fourth most holy city in Islam, and powerful kingdoms that gave splendor to Gondar with its 17th century fairy tale castles. UNESCO has recognized this work with 9 World Heritage Sites. Ethiopia's mysterious ancient cities contrast with lively Addis Ababa, the diplomatic capital of Africa that has developed an excellent reputation for top-level international meetings. Today, Ethiopia is a mosaic of cultures, a living kaleidoscope of peoples from many different ethnic backgrounds and speaking over 80 different languages. They offer genuine warmth towards guests in the land of which they are so proud. Flamboyant and spiritually uplifting, Ethiopia's religious and ethnic festivals such as Tunke, Mesko, Ethiopian Christmas, Ramadan, Irecha, Jambalala, and People's Nations and Nationalities Day give you the chance to be part of an authentic experience unlike any other and to leave with enduring memories. Ethiopia is also a land of dramatic landscapes of extraordinary contrasts. From the Afro-Alpine Simian Mountains with peaks over 4,000 meters and the Bali Mountains, both in the highlands, to the Danakil Depression, the lowest and hottest place on earth. For Ethiopia has weird geothermal features, active volcanoes, and huge salt beds, but also lush rainforests, rolling savanna, and glistening lakes such as those dotting the Great Rift Valley. The range of terrain and climate make Ethiopia the 4th largest biodiversity zone on Earth, with more unique species of flora than any other country in Africa. Touring Ethiopia, you will see the world's rarest wolf, the twisted horned mountain Iara, and the Walia ibex. You will enjoy mingling with the endemic gelada baboons in their natural habitat. There's all this, plus typical African fauna. With over 860 species, Ethiopia's bird life is among the best in Africa.
Thank you for your
Thanks to its
attention.
incredible
It's enough.
without G.
Where do you want to go?
Yeah, thanks. Thank you, Ethiopia. If I want to decrease my age, I will go to Ethiopia. And this 7.5 years, it will lower my age by 7.5 years. And one more thing, from my past experience, I am telling, in Ethiopia, the timing starts from 6 in the morning
Yeah.
and 6 in the evening. So right now it's 9 a.m. in Ethiopia or 9:30 a.m. in Ethiopia.
Yes.
Okay. Now I welcome.
What you was thinking?